Hello my friends, and welcome to the channel for another Escape from Tarkov video. In this one, I'll be taking a look at an M4 build that I've been running that's pretty simple but very versatile and useful in a lot of different situations. This one's quite similar to the build that I set up in my first level 3 traders builds video for this patch, but with the recent limitations to some of the magnified scopes, I've been trying to find a setup with a scope and a backup sight that I like, but isn't crazy expensive with the flea market prices. And I definitely think that I've settled on one. For this video, I'm going to quickly go over the build I've been using, and then I have some gameplay clips of PvP fights with this thing in action so you can see how it works in a live game. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the build. To start this one off, I usually buy myself an M4 off of the flea market for somewhere around 60,000 rubles, then strip off the parts and start replacing stuff. You can also definitely use M4s that you found on other PMCs or in weapon crates, but a lot of the times the flea market price is pretty nice. The first changes that I make are to swap the gas block over to the MK12 gas block and then the buffer tube for the new RTM ATP buffer tube, both of which give you a pretty nice stat bonus. For the suppressor on this particular build, I was running the Thunderbeast Ultra 5 suppressor on the 223 CB muzzle brake. This setup often has a pretty good flea market price and solid recoil stats, but it isn't technically the best suppressor. If you want to upgrade this a bit, you can also use the Saker suppressor mounted on the ASR flash hider, which has slightly better recoil stats. There's also a new suppressor for 5.56 in this patch called the Griffin Armament M4SD suppressor, which you can mount on the Gatelock hammer muzzle device. This setup only has 0.5% less recoil compared to the Saker, but it gives you 4 extra ergonomics, so honestly, it's a pretty good option. Next, I add the Daniel Defense RIS handguard, which gives a decent stat bonus and some rails for attachments. For the grip, I've got the tan Magpul RVG foregrip and an X400 flashlight on the rails. You can go with the black grip for style points, but the tan one is cheaper, so I use it quite a bit. For the stock, I've added the Chris DS150 stock, and then I've got the F1 skeletonized pistol grip for a nice ergonomics boost. I've also got 2 backup iron sights for the extra ergonomics, and you can replace the charging handle if you want, but I just left the default one on my build. Finally, we come to the sight combo. Now for the longest time, I would just say buy a Voodoo, throw a Delta point on top of it, and boom, you're done. However, with the Voodoo going for upwards of 80,000 rubles on the market now, that's kind of become a bit less attractive for a lot of builds. So that being said, I've just been messing around with scopes that pair with canted reflex sights, and I've kind of settled on the Swamp Fox Tri-Hawk 3.5 times scope, which is often quite cheap on the flea market and is also sold by Skier for a very reasonable 36,000 rubles. This scope has a very clean reticle, good FOV, reasonable magnification, and it works very good with night vision. Personally, I don't think it looks that nice, but it's very useful, affordable, and it works with a lot of different builds. For a backup sight, I've added the MPR 45 angled mount, and then my preference here is for a Delta Point reflex sight, but you can mount several other sights on this thing as well. This whole setup runs about 200,000 rubles if everything is purchased from the traders, and it gets you under 50 recoil with around 45 to 50 ergonomics depending on what suppressor you decide to use. It's not best in slot, but all of these parts are available from level 3 traders or the flea market, and this setup has really been working well for me paired with M856A1 ammo so far. Well, that basically covers it for the build, so now I've just got some gameplay with this setup for the rest of the video. I hope you enjoy, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Personally, I think the M4 is in a really good spot to become more popular again with all the ammo and trader changes. But would you rather run a SCAR or an MDR for the better recoil? Or is the faster TTK on the M4 still a good enough reason to run it? Thanks for checking out the video. I've got links to my Twitch stream and Discord server down below for anyone interested. And until next time, stay safe in Tarkov City. An underpass and scab checkpoint. I think I can find my way to the underpass. It's right outside the Pinewood Hotel. It's like it's in the metro. I also could not find a key on the wiki that said... Jesus. Literally right there. Anyway, I couldn't find a key in the wiki that said it did anything with this. And I really, really want to figure out how to get back there. Like, that looks badass. Ooh, fucking decent. I don't know where this guy is in relation to me. He's getting shot at. Okay, sounds like he's going back inside. That was way closer than I wanted it to be. Does this guy have a Tagilla rig? Yeah, that would be why he fucking ate all those bullets. Damn. Oh. Oh. Running away. Running away. Okay, signal area. Pull out the flare. Shoot the flare. Flare turns green. Run across the road. Alright, there. That's a fucking raid right there. Oh, guys ahead of us.
Right in front of you, right in front of you.
Yep, don't shoot yet.
Oh.
Yeah, every fucking time.
I was like, I just saw. Is that you? I can't.
No, I'm not by the road. I'm in the hills. I'm moving towards the road now, though.
I'm dead.
Dude, now there's another guy rolling up.
Just spawn out of nowhere. It's like ants.
Oh, buddy, I fucking dropped two guys that came up behind me and the guy that got you.
Yeah, Jimbo or whatever his name is.
Well,
Guy
I
named
haven't
Jimbo
checked
Bear or
yet, but
something.
it sounded like the same gun. Dude, like, literally all of these guys had an SV98 that they were going to plant.
Fuck. Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, this is where I see 90% of the people that I run into on streets. Kind of looks like it's been looted already, though. Well, maybe not. Not really, Foxtrot. Because at the end of the day, you still have to, like, fucking figure out where it, like, how to actually get there. Whoa. The way this guy was moving around out there, I definitely thought he was a scav. That's why I pushed so fucking confidently. Oh, 47. Oh my god, what the fuck does this guy have in his gamma?